It was quite a surprise when one morning suddenly the second tower appeared. The older folk remembered that it had once always been there, until one day it just disappeared. They didn't really pay much attention to it at first because the town housed the mage school. Magic stuff happens. But when it didn't return, they just forgot about it. I'm not so convinced that this lottery is a good idea. Sure, it's a fine thing for the winner, but wouldn't it be a coincidence if the right person won? Judging by the size and the wood used, the barrel must contain a precious liquid. Brandy, I bet. Hello, Bill.
Wilbur.
How's business?
Could be better.
I thought business would be booming now that the war's over.
It is. But it could be better.
Were you in the lower town today? What's the situation like?
Those loonies are taking over.
What, you mean the protesters?
More gold for everyone, they demand. They should work instead, then they'll have gold.
But isn't that the problem? They want to work, but there aren't any jobs.
There's enough work. I've offered a couple of them work.
Yes, but they'd like to be paid.
You see, so it is all about gold. You give those layabouts a little finger and they take the whole hand. And who's supposed to pay for it? The honest trader.
Then you're on the council leader's side, right?
You bet. All the traders are. She's one of us after all, even if only by marriage. Her husband, old Van Buren, was the richest trader in the region.
Was?
Been dead 2 years. Was the last Van Buren. His father and his uncle before him were full-blooded salesmen. Out of their parents' vast and powerful trading group, they made an even vaster and more powerful trading group. Van Buren knew what to do, and the widow knows too. She knows the hardships the traders suffer, and is sure to cut taxes.
Do you even pay taxes?
No, but they're too high nonetheless.
What do you think of the lottery?
Clever, ain't it?
What do you mean?
Well, you've got to give the rabble the feeling they could make it too, right?
Make what?
Becoming one of us. As long as everyone down there thinks their current situation is only a temporary condition on the way to fame and fortune, they leave us in peace.
But some actually do make it.
Yes, exactly, that's the spirit. Anyone can make it if they just try hard enough. Meh!
Looks like your crane's ready.
Oh yes, finally I can lower goods straight down to my stall. Saves on customs duty and paying bribes to the town guard down by the gate.
Is that legal?
Not paying bribes? Dunno. But nowadays an honest trader's got to look out for number one.
I have to be going, Bill. See you next time.
See ya.
The first few weeks after the war, there wasn't much to be had, but now you can buy practically anything you want, if you have enough gold. Bill uses the crane to smuggle things down to the lower town to evade the duty at the gate. Can't imagine that's allowed. All of the expensive shops in Seastone are here in the upper town. This bakery makes the finest pies, the most delicious cakes, and the most amazing chocolates. Luckily, I don't have enough money to buy myself a treat every day. Otherwise, it wouldn't be too long before I no longer fit into my teacher's robe. the latest edition of the Seastone Lookout, the local newspaper. Council Leader Van Buren, we are equal opportunity providers. Tomorrow morning we will present our solution to the poverty problem. We are the only ones with simple and efficient solutions to today's problems. Hello, Mr. Shieldhand.
Well, I never. If it isn't little Weathervane.
I see you're still the captain of the town guard.
It's captain and its only member.
Why aren't there more guards? Surely it's impossible for you to keep the peace all by yourself.
The council leader of the merchants doesn't see it that way. She handpicked me for this post. Nothing is more important than loyalty, she said.
How are things in the lower town?
Same as here, just dirtier and everything smaller.
What about the refugees?
Dunno, it's been a couple of weeks since I've been down there. From up here, it looks like the tent city has stopped growing. Either there are no new refugees arriving or the place is just full.
Aren't you responsible for the lower town too?
Can hardly be expected to go down there. The place is crawling with criminals.
But
Anyway, the anarchists have erected barricades. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't get into the tent city.
why is the gate closed? I want to go to the lower town.
Curfew. After dark, residents of the upper town can only enter the lower town with special permission.
Who came up with that?
Council Leader Van Buren. She's worried about the well-being of the residents of the upper town.
And where do I get one of these permits?
Nowhere today. You can go to the town hall and apply for one there tomorrow.
But I'm supposed to meet Remy in the inn tonight.
Tough.
There are posters over there spreading lies about the Archmage.
So?
Those are lies. Anyone could read them. A couple might even believe them.
Nah, what can you do?
You could remove them. I would do it myself, but I don't have any water or a spatula, and it's your job.
All right then. Tomorrow. I've got way too much to do now.
So, what are you doing?
I'm guarding the town. I'm the town guard.
Looks like Bill the Merchant's crane is finally finished.
It's been 2 days. He's been transporting things up and down all day.
And you inspected the goods?
Why should I?
Isn't there a toll on transporting goods like alcohol and pipeweed and other stuff from the upper town to the lower town?
There are real crimes going on in this town. I don't even have the resources to take care of them.
Bill said something about bribing the town guard. Would you know anything about that?
That's an outrageous allegation. The town guard is not bribable.
That's good. Otherwise, you'd probably have too much gold. I mean, if no more goods go through the gate here, then no one needs to be bribed, eh?
That's right. So you're saying Bill is cheating the state of its well-earned taxes because he's smuggling goods into the lower town?
Do you want to ban him from running the crane?
No. Bill and his colleagues are very influential. Anyway, no one said anything about a ban, did they? No. I've got another idea. How can I do it?
What do you need to do to stop the smuggling?
Someone would have to mark one of Bill's barrels of alcohol and then order it from the lower town. If the said marked barrel turns up there tonight without the tax having been paid, then we have our evidence.
You can be really clever, Mr. Shieldhand.
The only problem is, I can't leave this place. I have to guard the town, you see. But you can fulfill your civic duty and help the town guard.
Civic duty? You want me to do your job?
Not for nothing, of course. What do you want in return?
I want a pony.
Aha! So you want free access to the lower town?
Ah, no, I want a pony.
Yes. You already said that. That's not how it works. You want to go to the lower town, I won't let you. But, coincidentally, there is something you can do for me. So we'll come to an agreement and you get...
A pony?
Ugh.
Fine then. I want into the lower town.
Excellent. Now you help me convict Bill and I give you the key to the gate.
Okay.
Here's a piece of chalk.
There are loads of election posters hanging here beside the paper. Death entered the election campaign last week. His slogans are death to all and death is the solution. What's this? Hey! Archmage Alistair's a traitor. He uses the artifact of divine fate for his own purposes rather than to help everyone. And here, friends of the Archmage claim he never served in the war and he was not born in Seastone. Those are lies. The Lookout is reporting unfairly and someone has glued these fabrications about the Archmage to the wall. No wonder his lead in the polls is disappearing. Done. Hello, Mr. Shieldhand.
Well, I never. If it isn't little Weathervane.
I've marked a barrel of Bill's brandy.
Excellent. Then go down to the lower town and order a barrel and we'll see what happens.
You mean I no longer need a special permit?
Correct. You're now on an official mission for the town guard.
Bill's stall. During the day, he sells stuff from the upper town that you can't normally get down here. A wooden box full of old tools. Some sort of metal clamps, a hammer, some wire. Probably Bill uses the stuff to maintain his stand. Most traders and all the nearby farmers sell their goods at the lower town's big market. But Bill claimed this spot here as it's the only place he can sneak in the upper town contraband using his crane. Normally the town wakes at the crack of dawn. Then Bill is on the job, selling his goods until it gets dark. He works hard. But whether he'll open so early tomorrow morning, I just don't know. The barricade may keep most of his customers away. I'll take the hammer. Psst! Bill!
Who's there? And what do you want?
My name is Guybrush, and I want to be a pirate. Hello? I said...
Yes, I heard you. I just can't believe you tried that old gag.
Sorry.
Who are you, and what do you want?
It's me!
Mr. Shieldhand, I want to talk to you about my bribe. Or lack of, to be precise.
Why do you call yourself Mr. Shieldhand?
Because I am... Anton! Anton Shieldhand is my name. And I want a bribe.
Petey, is that you? It's bloody dark down there.
Yes, it's me, Petey.
Why are you putting on a funny voice all of a sudden? You really are a crazy dog. So what can I do for my favourite errand boy?
I need a barrel of brandy for the inn.
No problem. What's the password?
Password? What password?
The secret password. I can't just offer illegal goods to anyone, especially as I don't have any.
Oh, that password. All right, the password is... I don't know the password.
Why not? Aren't you Petey? Step into the light.
Yes, I am, but I forgot the password.
Ha! That's just like you. Ask in the inn. The owner knows it.
Fine. The inn used to be here on the right, and on the left was Master Marcus's mage school. After the war, so many people came to the town that we needed a larger inn. Master Marcus was happy to sell his old mage school. Change is good, he told me. Wow, a two-headed ogre. I've heard of those. I never thought I'd actually ever see one of those in real life. Or smell it. Hello.
Little mini man.
But Blout, that's a guest. Welcome, noble sir. How can we help you?
I have heard that you buy your alcohol from Bill.
We don't have much choice. He's the only trader who'll sell us alcohol.
Expensive.
You're right there. The prices are unashamedly high.
Seastone is a big town with lots of merchants. Why is Bill the only one selling alcohol?
Since the town was virtually besieged with refugees, there's been no way for the farmers and traders from the surrounding areas to get through with their ox carts.
Right. And Bill gets his supplies by air. Just the same, there's still more than one merchant in the upper town, isn't there?
Of course. Bill trades alcohol, another trades in lamp oil, the next one in mana potions. That way they avoid competition and set any price they want.
I smashed them all.
We are upset about it.
You're a two-headed ogre, right?
Well, I am an ogre.
Me too.
So, you two are ogres.
My name is Sloth, mage, philosopher, scholar.
And bag of wind.
That is Blout, my brother. He is...
Me, basher. Me, best things up.
Do you own the inn?
I bought it. Blout is just my employee.
Blout bought too.
Yes, but then you lost your half at poker. Now it all belongs to me.
Blout not give you his half. Blout best laugh if he try to take away.
If you touch me, I'll have you thrown in jail.
Would you perhaps be interested in a barrel of brandy? I'm sure that Bill would deliver today.
No, thank you. We still have stock, and we have much fewer guests since the barricade was erected.
But I need a password.
The password for Bill's crane capers? If you were one of his trustworthy customers, you'd know it.
How about we try and bring down Bill and his exorbitant prices?
What are you thinking of?
Bash him?
Well, let's just say I could put the long arm of the law onto him.
Shield hand?
Tin Man.
I don't know.
The plan is absolutely Anton-proof. We're all set. I just need Bill's password and bam! We have him by his muttony legs.
And it won't be traced back to us? I really don't want to be paying even more for our alcohol in future.
It's a secret covert operation shrouded in secrecy.
Shrouded in secrecy.
He has earned it. Oh, all right then. The password is gold won't make you happy.
Really?
Here, a bag of silver for the brandy. It will be worth it if it scuppers business for Bill and his band of ne'er-do-wells.
Thanks. Are you allowed 1 or 2 votes in the election?
One would think that as we have 2 voices, we should also have 2 votes. Unfortunately, the town council sees things differently.
And who do you want to vote for?
Archmage Alistair, of course.
Council... Mrs. Van Buren. Little woman says how it is.
Blount likes it when things are uncomplicated.
Tax down, more work for all. Seastone #1.
But you don't buy it.
I'd also prefer it if our problems were solved quicker, but Van Buren stands for things staying as they are or regressing. Neither has ever helped.
Did someone forget that jacket on the chair over there?
Oh, it belongs to a young guest. He, well, got into a fight with Mr. Shieldhand of the Town Guard and was arrested.
Hooligan! Lock up immediately.
What happened?
He was quietly drinking his beer. Shieldhand came in, recognized him as one of the protesters and wanted to search him. The young man refused, said he hadn't done anything wrong and wouldn't let anyone search him without reason.
Then bang! Trench in a lockdown.
And the jacket?
It's been hanging there ever since. We're keeping it as a deposit until he's paid for his beer.
Then take care, you two. 1, both.
So long.
Bye!
Master Marcus and Bill eventually had enough of this strange role-playing apparatus. I thought Master Marcus had outgrown his love of fantasy worlds, but now this live role-play. I'm worried about him. Eventually he might spend all of his time in his fantasy role-play world of bicycles, tax returns, microwaves and branded soft drinks and forget the real world entirely. The jacket belongs to a protester. It has several patches and a badge pinned on the front. No one noticed. The pin that was attached to X's jacket shows a black fist on a red background. Remy looks tired. I think the election campaign and the current situation in the town are really taking their toll on him. Hello, Remy.
If it isn't the magic school's new star professor. How was your first day, Wilbur?
You don't look all that happy yourself. Tough day.
Tough week. I'm worried about the Archmage's safety. The situation in town is explosive. He was heckled on the street while checking up on a field hospital down there. But it was just some wound-up idiots. I'm worried about the one assailant who has enough brains, resources, and volition.
Someone? Like Headmaster Block?
The headmaster? What makes you say that?
Headmaster Block is very mean to me. He gives me loads of difficult tasks.
All of which you've solved, knowing you.
Yes, but then he gives me new tasks that are even more difficult. And even if I worked through the night, I still couldn't finish them all. No one could.
Interesting and curious. If he wanted to represent you as the Archmage's bad choice, then he wouldn't have given you exercises that are clearly impossible. People would realize what kind of game was being played, and the trick would backfire. Did you notice anything else?
Yes. I surprised Headmaster Block in the staff room as he was rummaging through a desk drawer. But he was startled when I spoke to him, like I caught him doing something.
He didn't want you to see him fiddling around in his own desk drawer.
Interesting, isn't it?
At first there was the unsolvable exercises, and now the desk drawer. Something's not right.
That's what I think too. The council leader was standing up by the new lottery drum, dictating tomorrow's edition of the Lookout to a reporter.
Yes, she has the Lookout under her thumb. She's a horrible piece of work. Ambitious, stubborn, and unscrupulous. A dangerous combination. Comes from a humble background, but got her feet under old Van Buren's table. Tried to persuade him to do all sorts of new business deals and start a career in politics. Many say he died so young because he finally wanted to be left in peace.
How did she end up as the Archmage's most promising challenger?
The Archmage doesn't want the most important posts in government to go automatically to the richest citizens anymore, but rather to the most competent people, chosen by the people.
And of course the nobility and the merchants don't like that one bit.
They were seething when they found out about it, but there was nothing they could do to start with. The Archmage was too popular, untouchable. But then along came Sybil Van Buren, and she had a plan. The election was to be approved and set for 1 year's time. 1 year in which she put up obstacles in the Archmage's way and sabotaged his politics in any way she could. Her only aim was to make him look bad. By the gods, how I'd load it if she succeeded.
But we will win the election, right? The Archmage, I mean.
Van Buren has used all her resources. Powerful, rich friends with important posts at the Seastone Lookout. The only newspaper left in town. Simple slogans, simple solutions, patriotism and resentment. She tells the people what they want to hear. And yet, the Archmage will win the election. Every vote for the council leader and her cronies is a vote too many. But stupidity amongst the voters has not prevailed yet.
Why doesn't the Archmage defend himself more aggressively against the council leader? Why doesn't he just tell everyone about her scheming?
He wants as many people as possible to take part in solving our problems. He doesn't want there to be two sides at each other's throats. But I don't know if it will work. People are starting to accept the conditions. They blame everyone and everything, and they don't even try to change anything anymore. I asked the Archmage about it. You know what he said? He's comfortable having things stay as they are. That's why many favor it. Progress requires effort. What kind of world would it be if there was glaring injustice and everyone put up with it just because change takes too much effort? But hey, I'm just a rat. What do I know?
So what do we do now? Keep an eye on Headmaster Block and see what happens?
So near the elections. A supporter of the council leader behaving suspiciously in the vicinity of the Archmage. No, too risky. We can't wait.
So you're going to have a look for yourself?
Phew, I'd like to, but perhaps that's precisely their plan. An officially unofficial employee of the Archmage sniffing about in the office of one of his political opponents.
Wouldn't be good if word got out. A first-rate scandal. But what about a teacher looking for a form in the staff room? A teacher who is in the school because the headmaster has given him tasks to be done.
Normally I would try to discourage you. But the Archmage is visiting the school tomorrow. If his opponents are planning something, we have to expose them tonight.
I'll do it. I'll have a look around and get back to you if I discover anything.
All right, but be careful, Wilbur.
Archmage Alistair gave me a magic slate.
That's just like him. He likes magical playthings.
That's not all. The slate advised me to build a golem to help me with my work.
A golem?
They're very strong, so it could help me with a lot of my work.
Yes, but I was thinking of something else. Think about it. We agree the Archmage is the most powerful living wizard.
Of course.
No one could touch a hair on his head with a magical attack. But brute force, a stone to the head, a knife in the ribs.
That could be a possibility.
But now imagine that he had a bodyguard, a big chap, hard as stone.
You mean me? Sure, I've grown a bit, but I don't feel that powerful, and I'm not that tough.
No. I mean a golem.
Ah, okay. I get it.
Even a troll wouldn't get past a golem. Best of all, golems are absolutely loyal. They simply cannot help but follow their master's commands.
And if I order it to defend the Archmage with its life?
Then that's exactly what it'll do, and no one would get past it.
That sounds fantastic.
Can you manage that? Building a golem and bringing it to life?
I'll sure try, at any rate. I'll get it to complete the headmaster's stupid tasks first, and then guard the Archmage.
The headmaster and the council leader have come up against the wrong gnome.
Then let's not waste any time. I'll build a golem bodyguard for the Archmage and have a look around the headmaster's office.
Good idea. And let me know as soon as you find anything peculiar. No heroics, Wilbur Weathervane.
I'll be careful.
I'll go back underground. I want to find out about the dark magic the Archmage has been sensing for days.
Good luck. You and Van Buren will not succeed with your plan. You may have great and powerful friends, but the Archmage has small and cleverer ones. Usually citizens and visitors to the inn warm up by the fireplace on cold nights. Paper, wood, everything's here, except for someone looking to warm up. The first and most impressive barricade I've ever seen. Remy left his class. There's a mark. It says 2CL beside it. For most people, that's just a little sip. But for a rat, that's a fair amount of booze, I guess. Hello, Blout.
Wilbur!
Are you really sure you want to vote for Van Buren?
Little woman with big hair knows what's what, has lots of gold and lots of success.
And you believe that if she's elected, you'll get the same?
Sure, promise.
Fine. But I think the little guy is better off with Archmage Alistair.
Me not little. And when Blout's soon rich and powerful, little people shouldn't take away his money.
Before I became a mage, I worked in a dwarven inn in the White Ridge Mountains.
You have stupid boss too.
I am not stupid.
Blout always have to work much more than Sloth.
That's because you're so clumsy. We do the same amount of work. I might even do a little bit more.
In too much work. No free time.
Bye, Blout.
Bye.
I've had so much to do in school, I haven't been here since the reopening. It turned out well, even if it is a little bit weird. Like the bartender. Zzz. Headmaster Block seems to be counting gold. Lots of gold. I wonder where he got it. Hello, Headmaster Block.
Weathervane, haven't you got things to attend to at school?
I'm sort of still on the job. I'm just getting some tools from the town.
Fine. I have to admit that your performance today did not disappoint me.
Really?
I didn't expect anything. Thus, I was neither surprised nor disappointed that your results do not look good when compared to those of a qualified specialist.
What are you doing there, if I might ask? Surely you can't earn that much gold as a school headmaster, right?
Of course not. The gold is for the council leader's election campaign. I'm her party treasurer.
Some people want the council leader to win the election very badly.
Of course. They see their donation as an investment in the future, and they know how to make a difference.
I think that you're unfairly giving me difficult tasks just so I can fail at them, and then you have an excuse to get rid of me.
Oh, I could get rid of you with very simple tasks, Weathervane. It's not your fault. You shouldn't have been put in a position in which you are confronted with tasks that are beyond your schooling and your abilities.
Have to be going.
I'll be expecting you tomorrow after the opening ceremony for a staff appraisal meeting, so we can talk about your performance.
Very well. My golem and I are going to show you. I don't have anything to talk to Blout about right now. I don't need to talk to Zloth at the moment.